Hi everybody, I'm Anthony Cimolino, General Director of the Stratford Festival, and I have with me three enormously talented people who are part of the cast of The Grapes of Wrath. Talk to me a little bit about the family unit in this play and what it means in terms of this world and what happens to this family as it goes on.
Well, the family being poor to begin with, they rely on each other very much, and there's a very, very strong hierarchy. And we all understand our functions as we go along. Ma being the matriarch is the most important, most powerful character in the clan. But it is very much a clan, and it is very strong within that. You will always find that, especially among the poor, that, you know, family is vitally important.
I think this family unit that Victor was describing is also thrown into an extraordinary situation. Their farm has dried up. The Dust Bowl has been set upon them. They find themselves in a situation where they literally, their survival, in my feeling, is dependent on each other. They share everything, their food, their beds. They live on top of each other as they head out on this journey. They travel literally in a small vehicle, 12 people. I mean, it's an extraordinary journey they go on, but one does get the sense that there's deep love at the root of this family.
And on that level, we can all of us understand and get these people because, of course, all of us are on a journey with a family. You know, there's the one you have when you're small, and then you notice you're not the youngest person around anymore. There's younger people, and people begin to die, and then before you know it, you're our age, in our 40s and 50s, and beginning to realize in a few years we're going to be on the other end of that continuum.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. What's it like preparing for a part like Grandma?
It's really challenging because, to do the obvious is boring, and I'm probably not very good at it, So if I were to put a whole bunch of stuff on top of it to age up, I'd get myself into trouble. So the way I've been approaching it is just taking, rather than putting Grandma on, is taking Chick away, right? So I'm kind of speedy, I'm kind of peppy, and so I'm trying, that's the challenge, is putting that energy, the energy of my age, away and finding someone else's energy.
The power of these women is extraordinary, especially as they get, shoved off their land and they go on this journey. Then it's no longer the old structure of the male as the head of the household is kind of thrown out the window, and the dynamic totally changes.
There's a lot of men in this Joad clan, but the women, and I think the unspoken sort of respect for the women that these men, I think, feel and live on a day-to-day is something that's quite extraordinary.
And on this point, during the journey, first of all, of course, Grandpa dies.
Yeah.
And then you lose one of your sons who leaves, and then you lose your mom. You're right. I mean, there's this enormous kind of cost, and that's just the beginning. More follows.
It's an incredible loss. But especially, I think, too, I mean, both the grandfather and the grandmother, to lose these characters is a great weight on the family. They have been the people that sort of taught or sort of gave us the morality that these characters possess and are living their lives with now, that are in their 40s and 50s, that Victor's and my characters are.
Right. And what happens to Pa as the story goes on?
Well, Pa is very proud, a very disciplined man in the beginning, and because of loss, and because of the journey that we take and the hardships that we go through, and the way we're treated and demeaned and put down everywhere we go and can't get away, and he starts crumbling. He starts losing his sense of self and dignity. And it's interesting that there is an actual point in the play where his son, Tom Jr., takes over as the head of the family and becomes the new patriarch, and Pa actually accepts it.
Now, obviously, there's a lot of drama in this novel, in this adaptation, but I'm also amazed at the humor, at how much humanity there is and how funny things are, and it's been quite a journey to uncover that, to find that in all these moments,
And it's a sense of, people in adversity, at the end of the day, they have to get on with it. And getting on with it includes everything, getting on with the sad, getting on with the happy.
Right.
And what drives his family through the whole play, and, you know, to a large extent, is hope. Well, hope is a very positive thing. So if you've got hope, there is room for levity. You don't have to. And just imagine if we were all as depressed as they were. I mean,
Right.
you know, curtain.
Yeah.
There'd be nothing to watch. You know, there's got to be that balance
Yeah.
as there is in life.
Yeah, they move on. They deal with things and they move on.
get her
'Cause there isn't
done.
a choice. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Get on that truck.
Right. Get on the truck. Well, it's been great being on the truck with you. So
Yeah,
thank
you
you
too,
very
you
much,
too.
Victor and
Absolutely.
Randy and Chick. Thank you.
Thank you.